is the weekend, which means, well, several things, but most of all, it's time for more ghosts and ghouls, UFOs, aliens, and dealings with matters of the heart, whether they be 80s actors or not. But one thing I do know is that, well, there are certain things that are genuinely entertaining. And that's whatever the hell is happening to Okura. You know, seeing a turbo granny take hold of someone's life and soul, cursing them to, well, I'm not exactly sure what, just losing certain anatomical members. But at least he can run. If depression is the only caveat to that, I'm not sure it would change much of our lives. So, strap in, get a hearty drink, and let's enjoy some DanDaDan. A bit off. Not quite. Curry's alright. So, psychics, in other words, frauds. Something tells me that this is going to be more than just a ha-ha fake psychic joke, though. Also, nice backing track. Do you really have Wonders doesn't... Duck and roll! Ah, he actually did stop. Surprising they don't have logs on the doors to stop while it's on the move. I think less of a threat, more of a warning, because we know what's up ahead. Also, it's pretty hard to see this show and not also see that character's design. So I think I know now who it's meant to be, and Jesus, how many times? How many... She's taking a few lessons from Nobara. Yeah. You can close the sweater. But anyone that decides to wear a cloak can't be bad. I do wonder, considering everything that we saw, you know, the flashbacks that she had with the grandmother, teaching her about, you know, how to direct the chi or whatever it was. So, what level of psychic medium is she actually at? Also, can't be all too bad if she's still managed to keep the house and not go destitute. But then again, there are a lot of people that would pay. Just thinking back to Mob Psycho. Certain businessmen. But yeah, having... And now, yeah, fight off against Turbo Granny Cursed. Oh. Wow. Oh, she's laying traps. Got an eye for these things. She has a giant pencil? The bat is a giant pencil. Outside, it's, yeah. So now is just a lesson on being prepared. And how much that curse is willing to push through just to get at her. But does that also... Home run! But does that also mean a little more than exercising the body that it's currently inhabiting? I mean, common ground. And, yeah, a bigger circle around it. Well, she has no connection to that guy, so, oh well. Yeah, casualties are one thing. I like that. Draw the outer circle. Pin in the ground to make the inside the barrier. Remove the inner one. Instant flames. Nice. Yeah, keep it down. Also, some houseware, loungewear. Some... What was that laugh? Didn't you hear her? She's watching TV. What kind of spirit needs glasses? So, being obstinate. You didn't believe me before, so why now? Is this really the time to be pressuring her in? A sincere apology. Words said in heat of a moment because, well, you saw how she was treated with all the kids at the school. That run. After everything and almost making a friend. He's just having lunch. Well, now that you've visually confirmed that he's okay, everything can go back to normal. Yeah. Damn it! Why do you have to be well? Some good explanations are needed, really. We can stop. Okay, good little boundary, so she doesn't need to keep an eye on him 24/7 now. Wait, why are you trying to get it back? Goddamn grandmothers. Always taking things in one way. Well, let's hope she doesn't have to have a grand awakening to the idea of UFOs. I don't think she's going to get on well with Okudun anyway. Cool. Of course. Yeah. How much does one need... Oh, actually, no, it's Japan. I was going, how much does one need to smoke in order to have a handheld repository for cigarettes? But I believe, just like trash bins, there's a lack of smoking bins and whatnot, so you got to be careful about it. You don't want to litter. So even knowing that there's that tunnel and spirits, so you decide not to do anything about it? You know, can't get near it. In what kind of way? Just they're too strong, don't want to put yourself at risk, really. Well, location-bound turbo granny, that's terrifying. That's worse. Is that an ear foot? But does that mean that there can be a chimera ghost? Spirits that just keep fusing, inducing more into it? After all, spirits don't exist. Why are you bringing up... Okay, put on a big act, be tough. Do what you can. Oh yeah, Ken. The teasing and voices that they put on, this is taking me back so many Gintama memories, just right into the front of my brain. Put on your running shoes. Let's hope you got some good cardio workout. I thought it was a tunnel. So he couldn't have gotten away even if he wanted to. Admit one's own failings. Surely, yeah, you'd be able to give them some talismans or something at least. And that tunnel was just on the outskirts. Gotcha. I mean, it's a good way of having her limited to not solve all the issues for them. Oh, because I think of some humorous ways of how she's got the upper hand and then, can you just step this way for about a meter, please? We were talking about you, not to you. That works. They had a test of that already with the Flatwoods monster. What is this? The Saitama physical goals. 5k run, 100 press-ups, 100 sit-ups. Okay. Hopefully that it also involves him being able to suppress the curse, at least slightly. Are they blood related, considering how young the grandmother does look, or is it a benefit of being a spiritual medium? Yep, she was pivotal. I mean, considering everything that they've been through, that was not going to be enough to make their friendship die out. Ah, oh yeah, that might have affected him a little. Damn, you're alive. Yeah, I can see why he'd be slightly upset. Even if it was just launching yourself headfirst. So there'll be a next time. Any more lunch? He's... Ah. Yeah, all he's had so far is some rice, so... Breaking news. Let me guess, he's also 27. And curry, that was a thing, wasn't it? Yeah, of course. Get it all right if you're going to start a mending thing. So, everyone's now going to see that program that she did and be like, ah, it was a publicity stunt trying to get it out there so it wasn't such a big deal. Rather than her being an actual spirit. Well, yep, I see the solution here. I think at this point, personal dignity really comes secondary. Let's ignore his personal situation right now and talk about her. Just crush him in her hands. Huh? What colour would my aura be? So, spiritual medium, psychic powers, ghosts, aliens, possession. Covers a lot of deals, doesn't it? Is the power of self-belief. Got a teacher somewhere. Huh. Touch, smell, hearing. Why does looking at... She's not looking at him now. I mean, it would be good, so now it doesn't need what's in her hands. I mean, having to do that kind of dance, yeah, he's right on the brink, isn't he? At least let him remove his trousers first. The sound effects! Ah, I see, it's a little more than just moving stones and what around. She can make Green Lantern hand barriers. Wait, what? And I'm not doing that for it to be clipped. The fact that that's all you need to get her to submit and freeze. So now we just need to get back to that level of power. She's actually a powerhouse. Is there going to be... It looks like he'll be living with them for quite some time. But is there going to be a time limit? That was ears as well. Heart attack or stroke? That's a great choice between the two. Oh, Christ. Turbo Granny is a little more terrifying than I gave her credit for. Just having this spirit occupying your body that can curse to death anyone you look at. If he takes his glasses off, does it count? Because he can't see properly. Yep, seeing all of the protective talismans being completely fucked. Quite powerful spirit. I mean, could be worse. Not sure how, but could be worse. Just like the good luck charm, the finger on the head. They could just pretend it's some sort of school project. They don't have to be... Is that for finally believing in her? Yeah, it could be some sort of school project is why they're dressed like this. It's not like anyone is actually paying attention. So now she has to pay. What's she going to... okay. Find something that the Turbo Granny holds dear. Fight back like for like. Kind for kind. How long is it going to be before we see the good luck cat? And the less of the keen timer, the better. No more golden balls, please. But this episode having an introduction to the grandmother, both as a fake spirit medium, how the society sees her, just to be turned up. Actually, no. She knows her shit, can peer into people's lives. How does she know all of this shit about that idol? While also being battle ready and hardened, like we saw against the transformed Okuden. Funny and yet sincere and doesn't want a family hurt. All aspects, all in one episode. Getting changed in the middle of a train car. I see. She wouldn't be able to fight effectively. I see. Good choice. No spare clothes for him? Wow, I just saw that I turned that screen far too much. This show is entertaining in several ways. First of all, like we saw in the previous episode and halfway through this one, some interesting fight scenes, some good ways of going about it, whether it's straight head-to-head combat, some running, or, maybe in the terms of the grandmother, some more logical ways about it. Laying down traps and defeating them before they even have time to fight back. While still playing around with some effective ways of showing it. The pencil line, like charcoal scratches for the burn marks and whatnot. While that view of Ocaran doing the little poopy dance is going to take a while to get out of my head. The fact that they're just having a kind of powerful conversation about spiritual power, how personal awakenings and how this is going to affect them, doesn't really change the fact that, nature calls after all. Daily ablutions still need to take place, no matter how possessed you are. And the idea that now they're going to have to go on a foot race against Turbo Granny, defeat her in a game of that she's already on home turf, is her speciality, and somehow got to overcome that, get out of the city, and win. Sure, they could use Ocaran's newfound power of speed. But let's hope that Momo doesn't have a hearty lunch before they need to. Might weigh him down a little. Story-wise, I can see as a kind of step into this world and slowly opening the door of what's out there. It's a good way of kind of teasing us into it. But also, I can kind of imagine how it will get all more horrifying down the line. If Turbo Granny is all-powerful and dangerous as is, what else is out there? Especially alien-wise, considering unknown technology mixed in with the supernatural. Also, I'm wondering when the aliens themselves are going to become more of a force to be reckoned with. Right now, sure, they sent the Flatwoods monster down to invade their home and block them off and whatnot, but if Turbo Granny is a constant annoyance and a constant show of force, considering he is possessed and cursed, are the aliens just going to be just a occasional time to fuck with you again? Or are they going to have their own spin on it as well? Just to throw another wrench into the works. Just when they think they've taken down the Turbo Granny or defeated her. Don't think so soon. Aliens. But yep. Once again, can't really complain. Several laughs, several really dumb moments. How much toilet humour am I going to laugh at? Yes. But that's DanDaDan for us. 3 episodes in, I'm entertained, I can see it going places, and I hope to see you there with me. If you enjoyed this one, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out. Show YouTube that they got it wrong by blacklisting my channel. Spread it around, let everyone you know that I'm watching DanDaDan or something, I don't know. I should really be better at this. But try and get some rest. Don't hold it in. Use the bathroom when you can actually make it. And I'll see you in the next one. If you want to be the barrier protecting the outside world from myself, consider joining onto my Patreon. Draw that line in the sand that really stops any and all interference in things that isn't just watching anime. And so I do need to thank my patrons. That are Sal, Aegis TR, Ethan, Guado, Kite, Wolfie Sensei, Zug, and everyone else. For without all of you, I would have burst into flames long ago, and it would have been a lot less entertaining.